May profits be upon you. Welcome back. I just finished the pound Swiss analysis, a video already posted. I'm following up with this one, Euro Swiss. Why am I picking the Euro Swiss? All right, as I explained in the previous video, it's not related to the RT money meter. All right, it's not related to the RT money meter. It's not related to currency strength. What it relates to is the news coming out for the FOMC on Wednesday, the approaching Wednesday, and the following Thursday, there is GDP numbers coming out. Okay, for the euro, we have red news as well. We got GDP coming out for them as well. All right, on what is this, on Friday? So these things have the power to reverse markets. Okay, now you notice that last week we started to gain a little strength in the Swiss against the euro. All right, now the euro had ticked up a little bit against the dollar, but against the Swiss, not as much. All right, look how the Friday closed. That was very bearish, right? Swiss gained a lot of strength against the euro. Okay, zam. All right, just zam. All right, so let's look at the 4 hour. This is where we make our money. Now, I want to just give you a brief look at the monthly. All right, each month has been bearish. Boom, right? Couple of bullish closes here and dojis, but the overall momentum is to the downside, as you can see, and we're coming down to a long time 2015 low. This is a 2015 low, and we are in the extreme of the demand in the zone, and we are barreling down. And I believe we have a target set here. You can see the red numbers there, 0.9776, and I think we're going to hit that target next week. Now, let's go to the weekly. We can see that's bearish. We can see the weekly bearish, 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 bearish. Look at all those bearish candles. All of them bearish closes, right? We can look at the daily, all right? We see price made this low, corrected up, and then fell, taking that low out, breaking that market structure to the downside, all right? Very bearish, very bearish, all right? Let's go to the 4 hour. And this is where we make our money, all right? We have this high, we have this low, we have this high, we have this low, lower low, lower high, lower low, all right? And we are heading towards taking this low out, all right? We did have this correction, this pullback. We had this consolidation, all right? And we had the swing high to break this consolidation and sweep the liquidity from the top. That's the manipulative move. After a period of accumulation, we have the manipulation and then the actual intended direction that price wanted to go. All right, taking people out of their shorts. You know, they come. The market just manipulates that way and takes their stop losses, then come on down. Right, but we did stay below the old lower high. That's the point. All right, price can come all the way back up here and we're still bearish in this market overall. All right, now I'm still looking for shorts because the overall trend is bearish, right? Now, here's the thing with the news. What the news might see is a return to risk off, all right? This past week, we saw risk on. All right, we see. I'm not going to take you through it all right now. We saw some risk on. We've seen the U.S. dollar retrace. All right, pull back in its strength, and the indices had basically a pretty good week. The markets, but Friday, not so much. But for the most part of the week, you know, they made around 2%. All right, so we're going to see a return to risk off after those numbers come out, because they're going to be raising hiking their interest rate. And if those GDP numbers come in for a second consecutive quarter, if they come in lower than expected, well, that would indicate that the US has officially entered a recession. Technically speaking, we will be in recession. Okay, so that would mean the US dollar, the Swiss franc, and the Japanese yen will see strength come back to them. All right, so what am I looking for up until Wednesday and Thursday? We may see some pullback, all right, filling this gap, all right, up to maybe this zone of supply. Okay, so I'm going to mark this zone because we may get a reaction here. This is again, remember I pointed out that we're already in weekly demand. All right, and we're in the extreme of that, and we have a target over here as well. We don't really need to keep it visible here. Actually I can make it a little bit lighter. All right, but you know, we already know we're in the zone, and we're heading towards this target. And I believe we're going to hit this target and possibly go beyond to the end, right around 97.20. All right, but we might see the pullback first. I'm going to mark this zone like so. All right, it would make sense. You know, it's a sensible situation because there is, come on, man, did I just really do that? All right, there is a zone of a fair value gap here. All right, this is inefficient price movement. Price would like to rebalance that. That imbalance has to be rebalanced, and I like to see the imbalance. I like to see a fair value gap where there is an unmitigated zone of supply. All right, so price could use Sunday, Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday to come up here, give us a pattern that lets us know that price is changing direction and come on down. All right, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for to this target. All right, now if price decides just to keep on dropping, it wants to take the liquidity from this low first. All right, that makes sense too. That makes plenty of sense. Understand something. There is a zone. There was a zone of demand here that failed. It took liquidity, so it's legitimate. This consolidative zone here was a range of price that represents demand. Okay, price came down through it. All right, what do I like to look for? I like to look for flip zones from demand to supply in this case. And where do I see that? This would be the flip zone, because this was the demand. All right, I'm not going to keep this up here, but once we get the reaction here, we go through, price comes back up and then continues down. I love to see those situations. I like to trade those situations because they're high probability. We already know what the overall trend is. I like to take a pro trend trade, which would be shorts. That scenario would make sense. The only thing is we might not make the trip up. Price might be like later for this. We don't need to mitigate that. We don't need to mitigate that zone. We can just come on down here and take out this target. Boom. You know, take out this low for liquidity to fuel it. Just come on down. All right. But I like to, when there's the case of high impact news coming, you'll see the opposite happening up until the news, and then the expected rally or drop. All right, in this case, I'm looking for a drop. Okay, I hope you understand. I hope you enjoyed this video. Show me that you liked it by smashing the like button, dropping a comment, and subscribing to my channel to catch the updates. All right, I will see you in the next video. Hey, the next video I'm going to do in this series for the Swiss is CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss is next. All right, I will see you in the next. I'm letting you know this particular play because I'm putting red stars on the thumbnails because these are my favorite ones to watch coming into next week. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.